Hello everybody, this is AYDENandDAD, and
we're doing another KdenLive QnA.
Right, so Dad, for the last year or so, you've been launching KdenLive by typing stuff into a command prompt. Instead, you could just, download it from the App Store. Why do you do it by typing stuff in?
Okay guys, so what Ayden is talking about there is the KdenLive build script. Now, if you've never heard of this, I'll try and explain it. This is for the more serious KdenLive user. If you record at least once a week, I would say this is for you. If you record once a month or once a year or something with KdenLive, you probably don't need to bother with this. Now, if you've been on KdenLive.org's website lately, you might have seen that there's some new KdenLive versions coming, and it's already released, but as far as I know, this is not available on Ubuntu yet. So this is a good time to be using a build script. So if you're wondering what a build script is, let's start by clicking on this download link. This is where you would normally install the repository versions of KdenLive. And you wouldn't think of doing this, but click on this development version install button here. And scroll down. We've already covered this, the Synop experimental repository, which gives you a stable version, the latest stable version of KdenLive. This says it's the last development version of KdenLive. I don't know if they mean by that a stable version, the latest development version. I don't agree with this. That this is not what this is. But anyway, here's the build script. Important to read here. The build script will download and compile for you latest versions of all these things and KdenLive. It will then install all of this in a user folder without touching your system libraries. It's a crucial point what they mentioned there. What this means is no other installations of other software that might use the same libraries will affect your current working version of KdenLive. This is important, especially when there's upgrades, like there seems to be something in the wings right now, and you don't want to risk losing your current stable version of KdenLive. If it's stable for you and it works well, you probably want to check out the new version first before you delete your old version. That is not possible if you use repositories, unless you know what you're doing on the command line and you can install a newer version while keeping your old version. We're not talking about those people, we're talking about non-technical people who might just use this video editor for their purposes. Okay, so you want to click on this link here, MLT's website, where the instructions for the build script can be found. And I've already done this, so let's go here. So there's lots of talk about 3 different programs, KdenLive, Melted and Flowblade. We're only interested in KdenLive. Again, they mention here a very nice advantage. Let me highlight it like that. Is that the environment in which it runs is isolated from duplicate libraries installed on the system. So if anything goes bad on any one of your libraries, it won't be spilling over into your KdenLive environment because it's totally isolated. The example they have here is for Ubuntu 10.10. I don't know why they use such an old version. I'm going to show you on 14.04 LTS. Okay, so for the KdenLive stuff, we want to unhide that. This is going to make sure your system has got all the development libraries on and whatnot. So we're just going to copy all of this and get a command line. Paste it in there, hit enter, check the password there, and I'll check your system. You can see my system is already updated, starting from there where we ran it. In your case, it might download and install a few libraries, the latest version. Wait for it to be completed, and then let's go back to the web page. Now, obviously this is for Ubuntu and any Debian-based distribution, but if you're running Fedora, you'll be doing this instead. Okay, let's scroll down here a little bit. Let's configure it. You can read through that. Basically, you want to do these steps. I'll copy these now, but we're going to do something first, potentially. So right click on it and select copy from the menu. And let's just go to command line. And we'll see if we don't have one already. And you'll see there, I've already got one, and that's because I've been running this since last year, like Ayden mentioned. So I've already got an older version installed here. I've already tried running the build script from there, so if you're a current build script user, don't even attempt that. That's not going to work on Ubuntu anyways. So let's move that guy out the way because we want to keep it safe. So we're just going to name it old, and let's see if it's there. There we go. Okay, now it's out the way. Now we can just paste here because we've already copied the steps. So it'll create a new KdenLive folder and then change directory into it. Like that. Let's flip back here. And now we can download the script. Now you can just click on it and it'll download it. I like to open it in a new tab. And before I do that, let's copy this name, because that's what it's going to be named. Again, I just highlight Ctrl C. And I'm going to do VI, and I'm going to paste. Right click and paste there. So there's our empty build script. In VI, press I to insert, just to make sure it's ready for the stuff we're going to paste into it. Now, there's the new tab. Ctrl A here, Ctrl C here. So Ctrl A highlighted it all, Ctrl C copied it all into the buffer, and here we're going to right click and paste. And wait a bit because this is a big build script. There we go. Now be very careful. Press escape here, the escape key, top left on your keyboard. You'll see the cursor jump there. One back. Now press colon WQ, right quit. Okay, let's make sure it's there. Up arrow a bit for this. There's only a single file there, and it's called build KdenLive.shell. Let's go back to our browser. We can close this. Now let's copy these steps. So that'll not only run it, it will make it runnable. It'll change mode +X, means make it executable, and then run it immediately. So it'll get the source for all these and then build it. It will compile it, basically. Here goes. Right click there, paste, and hit enter when you're ready for this. So this will take probably at least 10 minutes, and you'll see a bunch of this stuff happening. It'll go to the internet, download stuff, save it all in this KdenLive folder that you just created, and once it's done with all that, it'll start compiling it. We'll get back to you when that is completed. Okay guys, we're done. You'll see that it took at least 13 minutes on my system. Like I said, on your system, depending on your internet bandwidth and your system, it could take 5 minutes or it could take 20 minutes. But even if it takes an hour, it's worth it. You'll see there, success, everything succeeded. That's the golden ticket. Let's go back and see if there's anything else we need to know. So, run the build. Change directory to KdenLive and then start. Since we're already in that folder, I'm just going to copy this. Let's go back here. Let's do ls. So there's the folder they're talking about. Let's see what's in there. Oh, there's the file. And what is crucial to notice here is, you'll see here it creates, for your current date, it creates a folder, and that is the one in which KdenLive runs from. If I run this build script tomorrow, it's going to create me a new folder, totally separate from this one, and I would be able to run it from there safely. Let's see if it works. So we're going to paste that in there, but before we do that, let's put that folder in like so. And I normally start it in the background, put an ampersand back there. Hope you guys can see that. That'll free up my console here so I can do stuff on it while the program's running in the background. So it'll take you through this again, discover the features if you want to do that. I don't want, let's just do next. And as before, let's widen this a little bit. You'll see those are all good, and there's this DV module is still missing. I don't care about that so much, so I'm good with that. Available codecs, just like in the past. You want to set your default profile here now. So in my case, let's do that one. Leave all these boxes checked, but default folder for project files. If this is fine for you, leave it like that. I typically change that to this, to that one there. Yep. Next on that, I don't capture on mine, so I'm not going to bother with this. You can probably check your device there if you have a capture device. All this is fine. I want to see all these check marks there. And it'll start it sort of minimized. Let's make it a little bigger. And I like to do this by hand, just like so. Drag this one over till it fits the monitor there. I want to right click there, uncheck that. Just little things I typically do. Full screen. Roughly like that. And you probably want to go in here and configure KdenLive. And to check your defaults, that is set fine for me now. My environment, default folders, that one there is important. Temporary files, if you change any of these, you can do that. You can set your concurrent threads there. We've gone through all these default settings in one of our first videos. So, but you probably want to recheck this. Okay, and of course the most important is to see what version you got, and you'll see it's the same version as what we had before, 0.9.10, and this is good. I like this. So now I believe I'm on the new system. Whatever changes they made in the background, they changed the build script, so I'm on the newer version of the build script. It does work. I've actually made a few videos with this one already. It works just like the old one. It looks just like it is the same. But if a month from now they bring out the new version, we'll be ready for it, and we can just upgrade again, run the build script again. To get to my old version, I go to my home folder like this. Right, remember I renamed it KdenLive old, right, like that. So you can just put a // KdenLive, hit the tab key to complete, _ tab key again. Let's see what's there. There's the build script, but we don't want the build script, we want that date there. That's the last time I've run this, and then start, right? Start KdenLive like that. Press enter, Now it's going to start my old one. You'll see there the date and time and whatnot. I hope this helped you guys.
So in that video, Dad taught us how to install and launch KdenLive from a build script. If you like this video, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Bye!